I've got 30 minutes to get dinner on the table, and the timer starts right now. Tonight is all about a Mediterranean feast that's gonna have you feeling like you're sitting by the ocean, somewhere by the sea. I'm gonna make this in 30 minutes, and guess what? For under $40! I know, it's exciting. Now I'm starting off with the super delicious chickpea salad, and I've got a lot of ingredients that are going in here to kind of make this delicious, but it's all things you know, okay? No stress. Now, whenever I'm bringing chickpeas home from the grocery store, I always put them in a container like this so they're kind of waiting for me when I need them. And I've got such a good tip for you. Get ready for this. It's a good one. So I know you're thinking from the can or the jar, wherever you're getting this, you're going to strain out all of that liquid and throw it in the garbage. Well, guess what? Not today. This, my friends, is called aquafaba. And what's amazing about it is that you can actually use it interchangeably like an egg white. So say, I don't know, you're making a mousse or a meringue or you're making a mayo. Listen, it replaces the egg. And with grocery prices so high nowadays, listen, it's like that for everyone. I get you. Using these little tips and tricks are super big money savers. Okay, I've rinsed these up. No more aquafaba on them. And this is gonna go back into the fridge. Stays about 3 to 5 days, by the way. And now to this, I'm gonna add a crispy, crunchy cucumber. I know you're thinking, sounds delicious. Now, this week in the grocery store, the baby cucumbers were just too expensive. So I got this large one, and my tip for this is simply to take out the center of the seeds. I feel like they're very watery and not as crunchy. So this, I'm gonna let go of, and I'm going to just finely chop up all of the green and crunchy parts of this cucumber. Sounds good, right? Now to this, I'm also going to be adding a red pepper. I'm gonna add some shallot, which I have to grab. Please remind me. I don't wanna forget that oniony flavor in here. Okay, looking good. And I love working on a large board like this because honestly, I'm just dropping and chopping. It's as simple as that. And this salad is something that really stores up well in the fridge for a couple days. So what I love about it is that I'm putting this together, but whatever's left over, guess what? It's gonna stay with me all week long. 2 shallots, kind of a mild onion flavor. I do wanna get my little pans in the back here just warming up, okay? This way they're ready for me. And I love a shallot because it's mild in flavor, not too strong, but yet nice and oniony. I'm looking for that sometimes. I need that little punch of flavor. It's so yummy. Okay, get the little jackets off. Now, here you're gonna find, what you'll see beside me, is the garlic. And when I get home from the grocery store, I really like to kind of prep myself. This is a huge time saver. See that happen? He's a rosy little onion. Okay, so get this little guy off. And back to the garlic, as I was saying, this here, I take the little jackets off and they're kind of waiting for me. This way I don't have all this peeling to do. Now this chickpea salad is gonna go so perfectly beside my salmon, which I'm going to get into the oven really soon. And it's gonna go with a really delicious tomato and caper sauce that is so yummy. I mean, so many good things coming together in under 30 minutes and for $40, right? Now that's gonna cost a lot less than a trip to the Mediterranean. I will tell you that much. But something I love about Mediterranean food, and it's important to know, is that it's really everyday ingredients kind of brightened up a little bit, which I love. Now speaking of salmon, I do want to get that into the oven. And a couple weeks ago, salmon was on sale at the grocery store, so I stocked up. And that's another great money saver. When you're finding these staple ingredients, pick them up, bring them home, portion them, and freeze them. This way, the grocery store is not controlling your budget. You're like ahead of the game. You're controlling it. How fun is that? That looks about right. Need some tongs? Alrighty. So, beautiful fillets of salmon. Another really great tip is to have these portions. This way, guess what? You know everybody's going to have enough. It's perfect. And Mediterranean flavor is about keeping things super simple. So it doesn't require a lot. a little salt and pepper, and some olive oil. Now this is the olive oil that I keep beside me. It's not extra virgin olive oil. It's kind of my cooking oil, good for everyday salads. It's perfect and not too expensive. Salmon's gonna go in for about, 10, 12 minutes. And what I wanna do right here is finish up my salad with my red bell pepper. Now red bell peppers are sweet and they're yummy and they're crunchy. And again, if you cut them into like these little stacks like this, they're gonna dice up so easily and make the salad perfect. I think this is a great place to take a break. I'm gonna continue chopping my peppers and get started on this tomato and caper tomato sauce for the salmon. Come on back. Welcome back. I am grating up some potatoes. This is a Mediterranean feast, guys, that I'm making in 30 minutes today for about $40. And over the break, I finished up my chickpea salad with all of that delicious veg, the peppers, the onions, the cucumbers. How delicious is all of that? And I started off my sauce. It's gonna go really well with that salmon that's roasting up behind me in the oven. And here I've got some potatoes because I'm a potato gal. That's just the way I am. Now, who doesn't love a crispy potato? I'm making Rostis to go right alongside that salmon. I mean, come on. And I've always got a potato or two hanging around under my sink in a nice dark spot. It's a great way to store up all of your potatoes. They keep really well and for a long time. Now, the potatoes that I grated up, they did not need to be peeled, right? Time saver and fun. I've got a cheesecloth here, which is really good to just kind of take out that extra water. This way, I can really get a crispiness on these potatoes. Scissors. And I hear these onions kind of sizzling behind me. They're doing the thing, the great base for this tomato and caper sauce. I want to lower it though and higher my heat in my cast iron skillet because this is where the potatoes are heading. It's not going to be loud. It's like a little tablecloth I'm opening up. But all these potatoes go right in here. And let's just take out all the water. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, muscle time! And when you think you're finished, you're actually not. You need to give them an extra little strain. Okay? Super. Now, into here, got a couple of really easy ingredients. First things first is some lemon zest. Now, whenever I'm using anything from the grocery store, I try to use the ingredient in its entirety, which means lemons, get the lemon zest used, and I'll use the juice for later, or I'll use these in wedges to garnish the dishes, right? Stretch your dollar. Make sure you're getting your money's worth. A little garlic is gonna go in here as well. And because I want a light onion action, I will add a little bit of scallion. Now, I need to make some space here. I need to clean up a little. Thank you very much. Now, a great tip, see these? They're not fresh enough to use right now, but I will use them a little bit later in a stock or a stew. Keep all your little bits. It's so important. Okay. Some scallion goes in here. Lovely. Now, potatoes drink salt. They need the extra flavor. So don't be shy on the seasoning. Some pepper. With a wet hand. This is not an easy part. Okay, using this hand, and it's ready to go. I have a hot cast iron skillet. Now, olive oil doesn't have a high smoking point. I'm gonna grab some avocado oil, which is gonna set the tone in this pan and get that crispy, crispy potato going. See that nice little heat? That's exactly what you want. Okay, in my house, we're potato lovers. You have to make sure these mounds are perfectly equal. Otherwise, we'll be fighting over the biggest one. So good. And by the way, this would also be super delicious at breakfast. So if you want to make a couple of Rostis ahead of time, you've got leftovers, or you just want to make this for breakfast, it would be perfect. I do want to rinse up a little. Amazing. Okay, now just using a spatula to make sure that the potato is getting super crispy edges all around. As much surface area is going to be touching this pan. To get the color, press them down just a little. To this pan right over here, I do want to add my garlic because it's going really low and slow. And garlic and onion is the beginning to any great sauce. I don't think I need to tell you this. I think now we know each other. And I promised you cherry tomatoes, right? Are my cherry tomatoes? Guess what? They're already here. I'm faster than I can even anticipate. Now, I have a really fun tip for this. 1 second. I don't have my deli lids here. I'll show you when we come back from break. So this is kind of gonna wait for me. A little garlic, a little bit of onion, again, slowly cooking together. I wanna grab some ingredients for the salad so that I can finish it up. All right, I'm gonna grab you, I'm gonna grab you. Lovely, olives are already there. So, a really fun tip, I like to use a little bit of this brine right here that's actually in the olive to start. And then some pitted calamatas. Because is this not Mediterranean, right? I do also want to add a little bit of feta, salty, briny, super yummy. Can't go wrong. And I crumble this with my hand, but it will continue to break down as I turn the salad, as I add the lemon juice. It's gonna be perfect. Yum! Super delicious. Okay, I need to wash up and I'm gonna start chopping these tomatoes. Take a quick break. I wanna show you this tip when we get back. I'm already into that really cool tip that I was going to show you. I've got a ton of cherry tomatoes to cut. And you know what? When I gotta get this meal out in 30 minutes, and under $40 by the way, I love to use this really neat little trick. 2 deli lids. I put the cherry tomatoes and I use my knife to go right across. It's really safe because you've got like a little shield for your hand. It's awesome. And I'm not leaving this guy behind. He's getting into the pan. Okay, super. Now, I do want to add a little bit of water. It's going to help those tomatoes, give them a place to go, okay? I need them to kind of cook down and marry the flavors with those beautiful onions. Yes, love it. I will add a little salt and pepper and let this kind of do its thing. Okay, gonna give it like a little stir, get the tomatoes tucked in there, and I'm good. Now over here, these potatoes. I want to check if they're ready because I want to give you the ta-da moment. They're ready. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Come on! Crispy potatoes with lemon zest. Gorgeous scallions are in here. A little salt and pepper. I mean, these are gonna go so well with that salmon that's roasting up in the oven. And of course, as I mentioned, this is our base for the salmon. This is gonna go on the side of the salmon and back to the salad. Now, the salad has chickpeas and bell peppers, some feta, some Kalamata olives, which again, when you find at the grocery store when they're on sale, pick them up. Keep them in your pantry. You know, olives have a shelf life of like forever. So even if you're not going to use them that exact week, it's okay. All you want to do is just store them and keep them so they're waiting for you. So when you grab this recipe out of your pocket, which may be, you know, accompanied by some cute shoes, what can I say? You got them waiting for you and ready. Okay, parsley and mint are gonna go right in here. Herbs are a great way to add not only color, but freshness and flavor. It's the way to go. And again, you can get these for like $1 at the grocery store. Bring them home. Take care of them. Make sure that they're ready for you. Okay, now, what I want to do to this is add a little bit of olive oil or a lot. A little bit of salt, okay? Because we've already got the feta in here. Freshly cracked pepper. Don't spend the extra money on already cracked pepper. It's going to taste stale. This, as you're cracking it, releases the juices and gives you a way better result. Run. Perfect. Am I missing anything in my salad? Let me see. Okay, I'm good here. Give this a really beautiful toss. Now I want to try to make sure that everything is marrying together. Give a little bit of everything in here. I'm getting olive. That's what I'm missing. Lemon juice. I knew I was missing that citrusy flavor. So the lemon that I zested earlier is going in here. Cut side up so the seeds stay in the lemon and don't come out into your salad. I know I can get a lemon squeezer, but these hands are way stronger. Okay, this is gonna be really fresh. And again, as we get closer to dinner time, this is gonna have a little bit of time to just marinate. Those flavors are going to marry together. So beautiful. Okay, so salad is ready. These tomatoes are slowly working their way down. The potatoes, I mean, what can I say? They're stunning. And I would say pretty much ready. So I do want to close the heat on this. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to start setting this gorgeous table up. And this is everyday food. I've told you this before, but I'm going to make it excellent. And my way of doing that is also making it look really, really pretty when it's hitting the table. Gorgeous, right? Okay, I'm gonna continue setting this all up, give a little cleanup over here, and I wanna get started when we come back from break, my peach delicious and ricotta dessert. I know, it's exciting. There is a dessert in this meal. Let me have a little peek at my salmon. Hang on a second. It's almost ready. Actually, I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna take this out. Take a quick break. Meet me back. You're gonna wanna see how this all ties together. Hey, welcome back. I'm plating for this Mediterranean feast that I'm about to put together, actually finalize. And like I told you before the break, I really do like to take everything out, plate it beautifully like I'm doing. Kind of gives people that kind of excitement. Now I do want to show you this gorgeous salmon that I took out just during the break. It's pink, but not overly done. In the center, it's going to be super tender and perfect. So because I'm ready, I'm going to start plating things. Now these Rostis are perfect on their own. Crispy potato bites, that light scallion action in there, the lemon zest. And I feel like to highlight all of this and bring those flavors together, there's nothing better than a little lemon juice. And normally in Mediterranean cuisine, it's one of our favorite ways to garnish, okay? So these are your best friend, especially on Mediterranean night. Not to mention, when they're on sale, I love to keep them over there on my counter, kind of like a little decoration. Okay, everything in threes. So, some lemons. And over on my cutting board, what I've done is kind of road mapped all of my garnishes. So I'll keep the lemon for later for the salmon. I will put just a little bit of parsley over top. I've got some scallion already here. I may as well. Again, a highlight, really, of what's in the roasty so that your guests know what to expect. Come on, right? Where's my handy dandy rag? Okay, these tomatoes are coming together beautifully. They are missing one important element. The briny, the salty caper. Now notice I'm just sprinkling these in and I'm not really afraid about the juice or the brine getting into it, okay? Stunning. As soon as this hits the heat, ooh, the flavor. Now, red chili peppers and honey. The red chili pepper flake, I should say, the little bit is gonna go right into the sauce. Now, I'm not worried about this because my kids do like a little heat. If you like it spicy, go a little more. Don't feel shy. And because I feel like the tomatoes just need to be broken down a little bit to make it even more saucy, I'm gonna use a handy dandy potato masher and lightly, okay? This doesn't need to be very aggressive. Just a light little mash to those cherry tomatoes, which are just beautiful, and they're slowly cooking down. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now this is pretty much ready. I do keep some of the tomatoes whole, and then this way I can actually tell what the sauce is made of. Okay, back here, the salad. It needs a dish. It needs some love. Now this is perfect if you've got a vegetarian friend or vegan friend coming over and they're looking for like a meal salad. This is perfection. Watch this. Just gorgeous. Filled with creamy chickpeas, filled with protein, cucumbers, peppers, tomatoes. No, I lied, not tomatoes. Kalamata, olives, a little shallot for onion flavor, and of course, mint and parsley. So delicious. Okay, ready. Now, I promised you a dessert, and I'm going to deliver you one. Over at the grocery store, I picked up some fresh peaches. Now, when I'm in Italy, peaches are not really eaten as a hand fruit as much as they are served as a dessert. So, cut these in half, remove the core, that little nut, right in the center. And all you need to do is kind of quarter them or cut them in like 3-4 pieces just to give that nice little wedge look. There you go. Now this side's a little more hard, a little more difficult, I should say. So you're just gonna use your knife to kind of separate it. And don't get fussy with how it's cut, okay? You can make this beautiful because Mediterranean cooking is all about that rustic feel, right? Now to this, I do want to add a little bit of honey, okay? Do I want to get this? Let's get this a little extra blank. I told you I need a couple of peaches, maybe well. There you go. That looks more complete. Now, some honey for a little sweetness. It's going to heighten the sweetness of the actual peach. Beautiful. And I do like to serve this little stick right beside it because I feel like, again, it tells your guests exactly what to expect. Now, mint is not just a garnish where you're putting a giant leaf. I'm actually going to slice this, okay? A little chiffonade, we call this in the chefy world. but something that's gonna give you just that light mint action. A pinch of salt, I know it's surprising, to balance the flavor, and a dollop of ricotta. Now ricotta in Italy is a very neutral cheese typically used in desserts. Gorgeous. Okay. Lovely. Dessert, ready. Okay, pop that feta back in there. Now, I need my muffin. Let's get this together. I've got my tomato sauce, which I'm just gonna pour down in here. I do need a spoon. Okay. Come on, you. Get in there. It's gonna be the bed for that salmon. Now the salmon, what I do wanna do without burning myself, is just plate it right over top. 4 beautiful fillets. Hey, I need to make some space for the 4th one. Okay, there you go. A little bit of parsley goes right over top. Lovely. Am I missing anything? This is looking amazing. Timer! 28 minutes and 50 seconds, right at the line. Everyday food made excellent. A Mediterranean feast in no time. I need to try something. Crispy potatoes. Yes, please. You'll want to make these. Enjoy.